Happy Christmas, have some unwanted life advice from a random internet sword lady. I hope you've been enjoying the reruns of the Fantasy Heroine shorts in preparation for the book launch in February, and if you haven't, I hope that you are looking forward to an armor review, which I will hopefully get to you in January, but if not, I will get to you in February. More on that later. Last weekend, the first 2 videos in the rerun series had a view spike, which is always gratifying, but does come with its own particular, challenges is probably the wrong word. Consequences, perhaps? Now, first of all, it is very important to have perspective, because we must remember that these are internet comments I'm talking about. They are words typed onto a screen by someone who may or may not actually be a real person. I've definitely had conversations with people who turned out to be bots in my YouTube comment section before. But the first of my Fantasy Heroine shorts, which turned into an entire Fantasy Heroine series, which turned into an 81,000 word meta romance novel, it contains a joke which is apparently a little bit too subtle for some of the internet to grasp.
So, as a fantasy heroine, we do need to know, can you handle a sword? Yes? What kind? You know, a sword. Giant metal thing, pointy end goes in the other man, weighs about 4.5 kilos.
The 100th time that someone comes into your comment section and patiently explains to you, well, actually only ceremonial swords are really 4.5 kilograms, or maybe a great sword, but most swords are actually between 1 and 2 kilos, and single-handed swords often weigh less than a kilo. It can be a little bit eye roll inducing, because yes, I know, that is very much the joke. The joke is that the author does not understand swords, or how much they should weigh. Like, that was the joke. Did you not read the pinned comment where I explained that that was in fact the joke? You didn't? Oh, okay, never mind then. However, I should point out that I have ceased to find these comments annoying. Sadly, not because I have gained the perspective that it's just words on the internet, that would probably be healthier. No, it's because I found a set of comments that are even more ludicrous. Because the thing about the swords don't usually weigh 4.5 kilograms crowd is, they are correct. Like, they've missed the joke, but they are at least technically correct. The same cannot be said of the people who confidently come and tell me that 4.5 kilograms isn't that heavy for a sword, and that if I can't handle a weapon that's at least 10% of my body weight, then I need to go and lift some weights or something, because that's not very much. And if I can carry 10 kilograms around for an hour, I'm sure that I can handle 4.5 kilograms for a few minutes of fighting. And so on. I got 2 of these comments within half an hour of each other a couple of days ago, and You'd think that this would be more enraging than the, well, actually swords don't weigh 4.5 kilograms crowd, but no. No. Because they're so confidently and demonstrably wrong that it's just funny. First of all, we have blocked out the names of the people in the comments, and we are not going to go and lecture them about how they're wrong. It is very likely that someone has already replied to them to tell them that they're wrong, because this is YouTube and people enjoy doing that. But we're not going to go and find these people and lecture them about how they're wrong, okay? That's not what we do here. But let me offer a random supplementary piece of life advice. If you're gonna be confidently wrong about something, the way these people are confidently wrong about how much swords should weigh, be confidently wrong about swords. Like, be confidently wrong about something that really doesn't matter. If you are confidently wrong about your taxes, you could get fined or go to jail. If you're confidently wrong about how much weight you can lift without a spotter, you could literally die. But if you're wrong about the weight of swords, the only thing that's going to happen to you is that people who do know things about swords are going to be amused. But I did promise you a piece of life advice about how to deal with YouTube comments without going mad, so here it is. When someone is demonstrably wrong on the internet, or just missing the point, or not understanding the joke, or lecturing you at length about something that you already said in the video, or that you already know, or when people are getting into a fight in the comments section, you take a deep breath, and you say to yourself, out loud, if necessary, "Sir, this is a Wendy's." I don't know if it'll work for you, but I offer you this vintage meme as a way that I deal with people being ludicrous in my comment section, because it's so ridiculous that it pulls me up short and reminds me that we are in fact just dealing with internet comments, i.e. words that someone who may or may not be a robot has typed on my screen. I hope it helped you, and if it didn't help you, I hope it at least amused you. So congratulations for making it to this point in the video. Since you have made it here, could I ask you a favor? Have you found yourself in the year of our Lord 2023 looking at a game screenshot or a movie poster or just something that you found on the internet and saying to yourself, just stab me now. If you have, I would love to know what it was for an upcoming video that I am making. If you want to leave me a link to the thing, please note that you should leave any other comments you want to make in a separate comment, because anything with a link in it gets held for review by the algorithm. And I might not get to it for a couple of days over Christmas because I am on holiday. Speaking of, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope you enjoy the rest of the Fantasy Heroine reruns, and I will see you in 2024. And if you want to pre-order the book, either in ebook or paperback format, I will leave a link in the pinned comment to that too. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Merry Christmas.